Coach, it seems like you were in this one, and Toledo was able to make some big plays, big passing plays without throwing the ball downfield. Can you talk about the big plays that happened?
Yeah, we knew that. We knew that they would get the ball to their skilled players on perimeter throws, little short, quick passes like swings and check downs and screens, and we knew that, and we knew that they had the ability to hurt us there. So that's what happened, just what you mentioned. Yeah.
You talk about the play of your defense in the first quarter that came up.
They played good in the first half. You know, we busted coverage on the pop pass, and then we don't run the guy down. So that was disappointing. But we played good for a half on defense. And then I just think, to really sum it up, I think that was one of the top 2 or 3 teams we played. That's a really good football team. I think that they're well coached. I think they made great adjustments. And I just thought that we did not do nearly enough offensively to help the defense. I just thought, we didn't do enough, and we didn't give the defense a chance. And it looked like, it says we got 100 yards. I'd have lost my paycheck on that. I don't even think we had that many. We didn't block anybody. It didn't look like to me out there.
And 9 penalties, that's got to be disturbing to you.
Unlike us, we haven't really been heavily penalized this year, and that was certainly our worst game in terms of penalties.
Coach, you talk about the play today from your quarterback Gillette and his development.
I just didn't think he played as well as he has. I don't know if, it's been a little bit of a grind for this team, to be honest with you. And they played, we went on a 3-game road trip, and we played, a lot of bigger teams than us. And I don't know if that factored into it, but I just thought the offense wasn't sharp at all. I just thought they weren't sharp at all. We missed a lot of blocks. On the perimeter, and Alex didn't play nearly as well as he had, and really our team didn't. I thought, like I said before, the defense showed up, and the special teams did a decent job, except the one return, where a guy went the wrong way and the kick was too low and flat. But I just didn't feel like the offense showed up. I really didn't, and that could be a bunch of things. We've been grinding it out. We've been running the ball, and these guys, I'm sure, are fatigued and beat up and all those type of things.
Coach, obviously, road games against BCS schools are going to be tough ones to win, but you said you really like to see the team be competitive in the conference. What needs to happen to get from where you are now to being competitive?
Well, when you get to this time of the year and you don't really have a lot of depth, and because if you look at it, you're competitive for stretches and then you're not, and so you need to recruit, you need to build some depth, and you need to get better in terms of execution over the long haul. But what's happening to us now is, games get out of reach so fast, and I think it's a combination of us getting fatigued, and then the depth issue is really, it shows up when you play a good team later in the game.
So it kind of surprised you that this game got out of hand, out of reach?
Yeah, I did not underestimate Toledo. I knew that they were undefeated in the league, and I knew that they beat Purdue and all those things. But, if you look at our season, we've been progressively improving, and we've been very competitive for most of the year and in most of the games. And that game really got away from us. By the time the fourth quarter started, in my opinion, let me look at the score. It's 36-7. And the way we're moving the ball, that game's over.
It seemed like the last 2 weeks you were maybe taking encouraging steps forward, getting the road win, and then playing really well against Virginia.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
It's just a downer. It's a disappointment. You hit the nail on the head. It's a disappointment in that we played well in the first half. I thought, particularly defensively. We've been physical, a lot more physical if you watch us. We're a lot stouter that way, but it just was really, this is a disappointing game, and I think there are a lot of factors that contribute to it, and we have to continue to understand we need to recruit players and get depth in here so that we can compete for longer stretches.
Coach, do you think that do you think that from last year that you've made decent improvement from last year to this year when in every aspect of the game, from your offense to defense to your special teams?
Yeah, I think anybody who watches us play would say we've improved. I think these guys, I mean, I don't know if how you could watch this team and say they haven't gotten better from last year's team. I mean, they play a different, we're a lot more physical. We know what we're doing a lot more, play with a little more energy, more enthusiasm, more understanding of football. When you watch the team, they look like they actually understand what's going on. I think even you can, this is hard because you can kind of feel, I mean, it's hard. These kids are trying hard, but it's been our schedule was very difficult. And, we talked 3 road games in a row, and they gave a great effort at Virginia. They gave a great effort the week before that. And even for a long period of time in that Vanderbilt game, we did some good things as well on offense as well as defense. So these guys have been given a great effort. We just need to continue to build with depth in terms of recruiting.
Do you think the attitude has improved as well? The attitude is better from last year?
It's been outstanding. I think today is a downer for everybody because, you start being more competitive, and now you expect, we all, believe we could win the game today. And I think when you come and kind of get smacked around like that in the second half, it's disappointing. And I think it's, we're going to have to deal with that. The good thing is we have a bye, and we need a bye. It's fortunate that we have that, and we do need that. And so the time is right for it. But we're going to have to work. The team has, in my opinion, bought into trying to leave I think the seniors want to say that their imprint on this program was to change the culture in that locker room. I believe that. And that's why they've stayed with the team, for one of the reasons. And I think they see that they're, well coached and they're getting better. I think that's part of it. But I think the seniors really want to change the culture here. And regardless to losing a game, it's about how you prepare and give them your best. And then in that locker room, what are you saying, what are you doing, and are you doing things that are conducive to winning, or are you not? And I really respect those guys for that and appreciate what they've done.
Coach, do you think there is a mental thing with the team that if they give up a big play or they make a mistake, that things seem to spiral out of control a little bit from there and they can't come back from it?
I think at times. I think so. And I think the reality is it's more of an individual issue than a team issue. So you have some individuals who, and I talk about it all the time because it's subtle, quitting is subtle, or getting distracted is subtle. And so maybe they have a bad play and then it affects another guy, he has a bad play, and all of a sudden it looks like, the team is fragmented. But I think that it's an individual issue more than a team issue. Sometimes on teams you see that once, maybe they give up a play that they just, here it's a guy here, a guy there. So.
The 5 players that were suspended this week, do you expect them to return this year?
Yes.
Set.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it. Yeah.